Hello, this reading is going to be about, so hold on, I took notes. We know where Maddie and Kaylee were on that night, supposedly. We know where E and X were for some of the time that night. We know Bethany said she saw E and X at the frat house. All alleged and speculation. Where was Dylan? In the beginning, it was rumored that they were both out of town. And then it turned to she was out of town, and then it turned to she wasn't out of town. So when everyone got home, they just went to their bedrooms and closed the door. I mean, it was supposed to be Kaylee's last day or night, and they didn't take any snaps or pics together. So something is missing in all of this. And it has to do with them getting home and what happened between when they got home and the event happened. So I was just wondering it to myself, and I decided to pull cards. Where was Dylan that night? All alleged and speculation. I got the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is a death card, meaning there's death involved somewhere around, some way, somehow. I got the Queen of Cups. So now I have two queens, and that speaks of a sincere friend. The other thing, I have to check to see if it was a full moon that night, and the mausoleum, where there's a mausoleum somewhere around there. I got ginseng, the Knight of Pentacles. Here it says, may boost energy as well as reduce stress and promote relaxation. Ginseng is used in hoodoo, mojo bags, an Adam and Eve spell, which you can get someone under your control. I Googled all this. I Googled ginseng to find out its spiritual meanings. Sexual potency, aphrodisiac, drink as a tea to exude lust, and carry to attract love. So here is where it becomes weird. Ball pits. This came out for Jack D. Ball pit speaks of jubilant, overjoyed, and ecstatic. And then, last but not least, got prostitute. Streetwalker, gold digger, 5-0, vice squad, serial killer, pimp, Jack the Ripper, blackmailer, affair, drug addict, red lights, escort service, undercover, trafficking, political scandal. So I want to pull two cards before I get to that. Where was Dylan that night before all this happened? Where was Dylan? Where was Dylan that night? That and one of these. Where was Dylan that night? Where was Dylan that night? Ooh. Okay. She got the death card in. This came out for Gannon, which had a tinge of military to it. Where was Dylan that night? The mouse loss. But it came out in reverse, so was it a gain? But I'm going to read it the way it came out. Mouse Sagittarius. If I'm not mistaken, BK is a Sagittarius. The mouse always symbolizes loss. Be cautious when this card is drawn. Shows a person who only thinks about themselves and will constantly take from you with no reciprocity. If drawn in a work reading, it forebodes either a demotion or job loss. Star sign Sagittarius can be present and can represent the rat in the Chinese zodiac. Death. All right, now we're going back to rat. And I asked this, I posted this poll in the community board, and I asked, is she a planted rat? All alleged speculation. The death. Necessary end, starting over, moving beyond ultimate authority. So, slow movement with a sincere friend. Ball pits, did I read that? Yeah, jubilant, overjoyed, ecstatic. And the other thing, when I got this originally for Jack D, what kept coming to mind was that two things. There was a juggling axe competition, I think, and a loggers competition. So I don't know why that was coming up. All right, let's get some clarification. All right. I'm going to use one deck. Let's use this one. Why the Queen of Swords for what Dylan did that night, supposedly. Two of Cups. Already gotten the Two of Cups. With Brian spread. Why the Queen of Cups for what Dylan did that night. Why the Queen of Cups? So a love relationship where somebody was refraining from talking. Sincere friend. Why the Queen of Cups? Nope. 1, 2, 3. Why the Queen of Cups? Ten of Pentacles. So in love with the idea of a safe, secure bond, relationship, partnership, family unit. Queen of Cups. Night and day. Why the Knight of Pentacles? Oh, no. Hold on. Okay, see this? This is what I was getting. The two sitting at the table, quote unquote, would be like Maddie and Kaylee. And she feels like this is her. This is what I want to state. I think there was a major problem because it went sophomores on the ground floor, juniors on the second floor, and seniors on the top floor because you've earned your rank. And with her moving to the second floor, I hope it's not as minute as that, but I think that became a big problem with one of the girls upstairs. And I think that would have been Maddie because Kaylee was leaving, so Maddie was going to be stuck with this girl on the second floor when she was supposed to be on the first floor. So I think that Dylan thought that Maddie didn't think too highly of her. And I don't think that being a Gemini, Maddie and Kaylee, I think I read, that she was quiet about it. Why the Knight of Pentacles? I wonder who this Knight of Pentacles is. I wonder if this is Jack. Why the Knight of Pentacles? Why the Knight of Pentacles? Why the Knight of Pentacles? I wanted to come out anyway. Ace of Pentacles. So, a phone call from a younger earth sign that was slow. Where was Dylan that night? Could have been somewhere where there was music. Could have been at somebody's house that has a piano. Could have been at a recording studio. But a phone call coming in from a younger earth sign. Tell me about the ball pit. What do we need to know about the ball pit? The other thing I feel is, I don't know if it's true, it's just me speculating. I feel like there could have been, just to provide a decoy, 3 different Elantras. One heading one way, one heading another way, and the one that ended up in the crash in the different state. Ball pit. Why the ball pit? The world. So, this is getting weird. Either online communication, someone of a different race or culture, the wrapping up of a situation cycle, and happy about it, because this is jubilant. Overjoyed and ecstatic about it, something coming to an end. Oh, look at that couch. Maybe they're going to find evidence on the couch. Okay. Why the prostitute? The world, final decision, a completion, the wrapping up of a goal or lesson, emigrating, travel. Why the prostitute? That one? Yep. Oh, I knew this was going to come out for some reason. 5 of Cups. Oh, man. So regret, loss, grief, feeling disappointed, or feeling abandoned or unloved. Prostitute. Regret, grief, loss, feeling abandoned or unloved. 5, 2, 8, walking away. I already got this earlier. Could that be what Maddie told Adam, or Kaylee, or whoever told Adam? What's the mouse, the loss? Getting 2. Oh, 3. All right, 9 of Swords, Knight of Wands, and 4 of Swords. Loss, but it's a gain. All right, this is an older man. Being watched, obviously, and worried and having nightmares, anxiety, more grief, but this is before the event happened. Whose bed is she in? Being watched, maybe something was being filmed, but now I have two nights, which speaks of intimacy. So somebody was being intimate that night. We've got the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. That's for the loss, which might be actually a gain, but is eating somebody up inside because it's kind of like they sold their soul. All alleged, just speculation. Tell me about the death, and then we're moving on. Queen of Wands. Ooh. Okay. There's an emperor and an empress, a high priestess and a magician, which makes it two couples. There's a third party situation going on here, and I don't know who that entails. But now I've got three queens, and that is deception. All right. But God, I would love to know Dylan's birthday. Queen of Wands and a Knight of Wands. How can I hold this? Both with a weapon. So three queens, deception. Tell me what this deception was about. Here we go. Three queens, deception. What's this deception about? Ooh. Life. After death, stillborn, wildlife, aliens, endangered species, medicine. Evolution, abortion, existence, creation, surgery, meaning of life, reincarnation, carbon, death, lifeguard, DNA. Sorry, I went really fast. But I went back and looked at my Instagram to see what the horus or the tarot reading was for the November 12th, November 13th, November 14th. And there was something about medication. Oh, God. Like tainted poison or I don't know, how do you say that? Cut drugs? Like, okay. Either poison or, now if you poison 4 people, I'm sure it would make it a little bit easier to control them. But if you're messing around with a certain drug and cutting from it, and I don't know, this reminds me of the 80s, like when they would cut Coke or something and fill it with flour. I don't know, but maybe that's what's going on. Somebody was cutting. Give me one more, please. What's this deception? Okay, this came in reverse, but holiday. Travel agent, exotic location, Globetrotters, railway station, beach tourist, resort, airport, sightseeing, historic site, tan, photo album, boat, postcard, local guide, sun, hotel lobby. Um, I'll get one card for each. Have one for life, please. King of Wands. Now I have a whole family. I've got a whole family. I have the Queen, the King, and the Knight. Can I have one for holiday, please? What deck was I going to use this one? Nine of Swords again. Holiday. Okay, if this young lady starts popping up on holidays, could be because she made some money. Again, I have. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, hold on. The Knight, the Queen, and the King of Wands. This guy has a sword. Oh, God. Okay. This is. Okay. I'm figuring things out in my head as I go because I already pulled these cards. Let me pull up. Excuse me. Let me pull up the card I got for Ethan. I will be doing their spreads. The case might be solved by the time I get to it, so. Ethan, where are you? It's over here. Okay, so the King, the Knight, the Queen. Now this was me asking how each party felt right now about Dylan. Where's Ethan's cards? Where is Ethan's cards? There it goes. So Ethan got this, which to me automatically, I know this whole time we've been saying, or speculating, it was a drug house, it was a trap house, it was a drug den, it was a party spot. But I think this whole time, I know I've been thinking it was one of the girls, but this is kind of saying to me that it might have something to do with Ethan, because if I see this, let me take that back. This could also be talking about his involvement in frat, because it is just, I'll read it. The Apache, surrounded by danger, untrustworthy, thugs, gangs, problems, a serious situation. Now I've got that guy there with that knife, and he is the King of Wands, so why does he have a knife? But if it's not the frat, it's something to do with organized crime or RICO in some way, allegedly, all speculation. Let me read it from another place. So many Apaches with pants and sandals. You are surrounded by danger or problems. There are people involved in this that cannot be trusted. So this was telling me that, because it was me asking, how did Ethan feel about Dylan? And that's the answer. Okay, I'm going to leave that there because I have to do another quick one.